Hello, I'm Richard Vobes, the Bald Explorer, out on another walk. And this time I'm in Carshalton, which, depending on where you were born, is either in South London or in Surrey. We'll find out more about that in a second. And this time I'm joined with a crowd of interesting people. We have Emilie Champion, we have Maya, and we have Marq English, Mark with a Q. Hello guys.
Hello.
Hello Mark.
How are you?
This is sort of on your patch?
Yes, I live in Carshalton. I live about a mile that way. No, not even a mile. Yes.
Maya.
Hi.
Is this your area?
More or less.
More or less. And Emilie Champion?
No, it's just down the road from where I live, but
you know it well.
I know it quite well.
Now this is really your gig. You've invited me up to have a look around here.
Well, I think Mark's going to be our tour guide today.
So where are you going to take me, and what are you going to tell me about Carshalton?
Well, we are just on the edge of Carshalton Pond here. We've just been to Honeywood Museum, which is just round the corner.
Let's just have a little quick look at the pond. It's a very busy road down here, which is where we're going to try and avoid the road as much as we can. But just looking behind me there is Honeywood Museum, which is sort of the local museum. And then there's this beautiful pond, part of the river. What was the river called? Wandle.
Yeah, it starts here, it goes up into Beddington Park. So this used to be a very big industrial area. It had lots of mills using the water source.
What were the mills producing?
There was flour, there was snuff.
Snuff?
Yeah, snuff, a bit of snuff. I think breweries used the water source as well. So yeah, it's a real mix of industry, and then that changed over time once the railways came and more people came into the area.
Right, so where are you going to take me now? There's a rather striking church just in front of us.
Yeah, and just before that we've got Boleyn Well.
What, this little circular thing
this little
that
thing
looks abandoned?
Yeah. So
and this is Boleyn Well.
Boleyn Well.
Oh, it does actually say here, look, Boleyn Well. I have to say, this is rather despicable, isn't it? Is this really to do with Anne Boleyn?
Nothing at all whatsoever.
Nothing at all.
No, it's only because of
legend.
Nonsuch and Henry VIII and the area that we're in.
Nonsuch
Nonsuch Park, and there used to be a house there.
It's a curious name, Nonsuch.
Yes, I don't know. I'm not quite sure.
Palace.
Yeah, Nonsuch Palace was down the road. Where was it? Ching, that's it.
So tell me about the well, because what we're looking at to me is a mess.
This is actually an ancient spring.
Oh right,
it's an ancient spring. We're pretty much from the same source of the river here.
Yes.
But yeah, the legend sort of came about that Anne Boleyn was going to see Henry VIII at Crewe Manor, dating him. Obviously, the timing was completely wrong historically, and her horse slipped, sprung a well out of sprung water out of where the horse slipped up, but it's all nonsense. So the wind's been there.
But look, I mean, I'm just looking at it. It just looks like an overgrown. Look, is that weeds? What's in there?
There is a wall. Can you see?
Oh, there's a tiny wall in here.
Underneath it.
So I don't understand. If it's been fenced off, it looks like it's supposed to be important, but it just looks a mess. It's like the council have forgotten about it.
It was used as a spring for a long time.
Pardon?
It was used as a spring for a long time, when it was back in the time when it was a village.
Just planted some lavender from the Carshalton lavender.
There's a little bit of weeds in there. Oh, what a shame.
The heritage plaque about it over there, actually.
Just behind here, we've got a little door in the wall, and behind there used to be the fire engine.
So the village fire engine used to and a village fire engine could get through this tiny little door. So there we go. It gives you an idea. The fire engine was titchy, wasn't it?
Yeah. I just wonder if I can see.
Hang on, I'm gonna see if I can get the camera through. Yeah, there we are. Look.
I wonder if we can see from the other side.
Let's have a look round. We'll go round and see if we can peer through. Might be a bit. Oh, we can't get in. It's all fenced off. But anyway. So just beyond there, they stored it next to that yew tree. So you've got the pond on our left, and then, as I said earlier, this striking church. What do we know about the church?
Well, I did read in the book, it was some of it was from medieval times, from 1085, I believe. Parts of it, 1085.
What's curious is that it's whatever this modern version of it, which is what, 18th century, something like that, it's got a lot of flint. We must be close to the North Downs here. Are we not far? I'm just thinking that all this flint, because we went into the museum and we saw bits of the older building which had some clunch and some flint.
There's been a religious site on this since Neolithic times. On this
beautiful little quaint cottagey house here.
There's actually something with the window tax here. The old window tax. See the windows being covered up.
Oh yeah.
It's a lovely little walk just through there. Yeah, they're lovely, aren't they?
So that's the church. I mean, it's very impressive. We haven't really got time to go in there. So where are we going next?
We're going to go round to the Orangery.
The Orangery. What's significant about the Orangery?
Well, it was actually used to grow oranges. And fruit. And when you see it, you think, well, that's, you know, it's quite a spectacular looking greenhouse, really.
What is it now?
I think it's somebody's residential home.
Oh, right.
It's either that or it's a business. But we'll see when we go round.
So it's what was once a quiet village is now down in south of London or Surrey, depending on. I said at the beginning there was a sort of question mark about that. What do you consider this area to be?
Well, I would consider it as part of the London borough.
Were you brought up in this area?
Down the road from here. So I wouldn't have come here as a child.
But this is kind of your manor, is it?
No, I would say this is out of my manor.
Oh, right, okay. It's very suburban now, isn't it?
It is now, when you come, and
you get off the main road
when you
and
come
suddenly...
Here, it's a little bit quieter. You've got these really large houses around here. We're coming up to it now. There's a red plaque here.
Oh yeah,
the
Heritage
Orangery.
In Sutton, it says. The Orangery. So is that in here? That was in here?
Yes.
With a very, very nice portico and columns. Just going to quickly come in here to have a look at what was the Orangery. So this land, so clearly this is offices now or something.
I believe so. I think it's...
But so orange trees were grown here in Carshalton.
It was certainly the people that lived, you know, the richer people in this area would have used these larger buildings like the water tower, and that would have served those larger properties. Yeah.
This part road here actually goes miles up that way, and obviously not now, but it's actually a very, very ancient road. It might have been an old drove road, but yeah, it goes right up.
Where does it go?
Up to the North Downs and further on.
Right.
Yeah,
oh, okay.
I found that out recently. I was absolutely fascinated.
So presumably this must have been a main route in from the south.
Yes, probably was. Yeah, there were actually quite a few.
Up towards London.
Up towards London, yeah.
So that's looking south, and that way then is looking north.
Yeah.
Grand.
Now it's up there. Gosh.
But now a lot of suburban houses, which presumably are worth millions.
Well, all where we live, it's all got solely overgrown with suburbia, isn't it? It's quite sad, but we're guilty. We live in them, you know.
Yeah.
Well, I know that you're obviously a millionaire to be able to afford to live here. So there we are. 10 minutes goes very, very quickly in our videos, and we've only scratched the surface of this little remote part of South London. But from the group here, Marq English, the lovely Emilie Champion, and Maya, who's tagging along, and me, Richard Vobes, the Bald Explorer. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you for taking me around.
It's okay.
We may go and do another one.
Yes.
So do tune in for the next one, and we'll see you then. Bye for now.